early on in his life and early on in his mixed martial arts career, representing the highly touted Russell Perks Mixed Martial Arts Academy.
He's 17. He actually looks a bit younger. He's quite the baby-faced assassin, is Jay Smith.
Sounds like you've already got a nickname for him, Chris. Let's see if he can earn it.
He's the... I was about to say baby killer. That's not right.
No.
Killer baby.
Killer
baby, not baby killer.
Well,
Fighting out of Russell Perks Gym. Huge new facility they've opened. We know Russell Perks Gym. The guys have always got the big orange t-shirts on. Russell arrives at the Battle Arena events in his giant orange Mustang, showing off. And they always bring these amazing fighters. They're a staple of Battle Arena now. Every time you have a Russell Perks guy come in this cage, you know it's going to be a good fight.
Say it loud, say it proud for Russell Perks Martial Arts Academy. Jay Smith going to be the first of 4 fighters that we get to watch from Russell Perks tonight. And we've also had former champions like David Kalsu, who's now moved on to Bama and is absolutely smashing up the professional scene. So you've got to imagine that Jay Smith is getting the trickle-down effect of such experienced fighters being in his gym day in, day out. Maybe he's looking to use his own Taekwondo understanding to bridge that gap and get in for the clinch and the grapple. But we have to imagine that Jack Whitehouse has a bit more of a mature strength about him than Jay Smith, but as we've seen earlier, looks can be deceiving.
This could be a classic, maybe grappler versus striker. Very similar size, the two guys. Problem is, Jay Smith looks so young. Jack Whitehouse has been 21 hard years of life, showing him well.
Yeah, Jack Whitehouse went to the School of Hard Knocks, did his Tap or Snap Martial Arts Academy.
Now, this is our second fight of the evening here at Battle Arena 46 in Nottingham. And this show is proudly brought to you by Viking Warrior Nutrition. You be a Viking, get your nutrition on, get some awesome Kapow tights. Go to vikingwarriornutrition.co.uk.
And also go to Bear Hug Strength and Support. I was wearing a Bear Hug earlier this week, Chris, and it was just about the only thing that could get my knee working enough to get me through a BJJ practice. So those Bear Hug supports are something that all fighters can use and all athletes can definitely enjoy having. Something for your kit bag for sure, Bear Hug supports.
This fight is brought to you by the Slaphead and Giraffe podcast. If you want to know my fight of the night, then listen to the next episodes of the Slaphead and Giraffe podcast. Just search for it on iTunes. Looking very calm for his debut. Jack has got the kind of Taekwondo physique, like lean and strong, long limbs.
But that can be so deceiving because the leverage is really what matters when it comes to striking and grappling as well. So let's see how it starts off today. Outside leg kick there from Jack Whitehouse.
Oh, he landed a big right on the chin.
The right hand came down the middle when Jay looked to fire his kick in.
Jay took it really well.
Question mark kick there from Jay.
I can't believe this is their debut fights. They look so composed in there. Jay is taking a couple on the chin though. He's being caught with that straight right.
Yeah, Whitehouse definitely found a home for that right hand a couple of times.
Oh, beautiful duck under.
That's a nice shot here. Whitehall using that underhook to good effect to get Jay off of him. Smith can't really finish the takedown from this position, but he's got an underhook on that right side.
We know that Jay wanted to get this to the floor, but Jack has done such a good job of stuffing that takedown and turning him into the cage. Oh, but Jay comes back and turns him himself. Both fighters very equally matched in this position.
Interesting you say the lack of experience there, Chris. I'd look for either of these fighters to start establishing... Oh, and there's another lack of experience. Don't ever talk to the ref. He'll talk to you. But neither of these fighters are exactly establishing head control, and I think that Jay Smith would really benefit from just getting the nut of his head under the chin of Whitehall there. He's getting hiked up in every position. Sneaky left hands coming over.
Great
for
dirty
Jay Smith.
boxing.
Comes back down for the single. Eats a knee on the way up.
Oh, maybe that knee hurt him. He looked like he was just holding his stomach briefly.
And those pay dividends later in the rounds if this does get into the second and third rounds. Those body shots can pay off. It's money in the bank. Comes up with a right uppercut. This guy fixes his glove for a moment. That was a good tactic for Jay Smith. He did eat a couple body shots there. Maybe he needs a couple deep breaths.
His body is reddened a little bit, but he's still very composed, moving while covering up, keeping his hands up.
I like that question mark kick Jay Smith landed early in the round. Maybe he'll go back to that.
Jack is always on the back foot. It's because he's a slightly rangier fighter. He wants that distance, but what it means is he's constantly backing away, and Jay can control the middle of the octagon just that little bit more.
Excellent switch lead kick there by Jack Whitehall.
Oh, jumping roundhouse kick. Now this is where maybe the fighter's inexperience will start to show. Have they paced themselves well? They've blown their gas tank early. Oh, great leg kicks from Jay.
Again. Yep. Brilliant. They're exchanging leg kicks here. Good. Oh, Jack seems to be settling into his rhythm now. Setting himself
Jack
up.
trying some hands down. Jay needs to not get brought into this hands down style. It's because Jack is looking for a counter strike, so he drops his hands, trying to bring Jay in so he can throw his own counter.
Good slip, 10 seconds.
Jay's not falling for it.
No, he's looking to set him up himself.
Great head movement.
Yep, good head movement.
Nice
good
spinning
back kick.
Very even round. Jack landed a couple of straight rights, but I mean Jay was shooting in, turning around, pressing against the cage. Jack landed a few knees in the clinch, but then you had Jay landing the dirty boxing, the Randy Couture-esque little cheeky rabbit punches. Right, what a fantastic round.
As we saw there towards the end of the round, Jay's really got an opportunity here to, if he finishes a takedown with good technique, he can get his hands around those hips and just got to keep those elbows in tight so he doesn't get hiked up with underhooks. And here we go.
Jack showing his inexperience, pouring a bottle of water on his head. You can't do that in an MMA fight. You're not Yoel Romero. It won't fly.
No,
what ends up happening is it can make you very lubricated and it stops the grapplers being able to work, so the referee will towel him down now, and he might have even made it worse for himself.
He doesn't want to slip on those wet patches that he's just made all over the cage. That can be a rolled knee. Oh, Jay Smith is really into this one. You see him walking towards the middle of the cage. He wants to get out there early in the second round and reestablish himself in this fight. I think he probably feels like, and I do, that he might be behind one round.
I love how calm Jay is. Very composed, considering this is his debut, the first time he's been in this battle arena cage. A great head kick from Jack.
From Jack, mixing it up with highs and lows. Kicks coming low to the legs and then high to the body. So when he starts putting those arms up, I'd like to see Jay rush for a takedown. Maybe set up high and then come low. Interesting, neither of them have checked any kicks at this point.
Jay is moving so well for a guy that's trained a year. He's got head movement, he's got angles, he's throwing feints. But great
right
catch
down the middle again.
Now, we heard earlier today that Jay said he wanted to get this fight to the floor. So even though he's on the bottom, maybe he can make this work. But Jack has slipped him out very easily there.
Passed it very easy. So he's doing well to keep the posture down so that Jack can't be raining any punches down. He's got double underhooks. So I'd like to see him try to trap one of those arms and roll to that side. Right now he's given Jack both of his arms to do damage with and to post with. But,
oh, really good try there from Jay. This is such a horrible position when you're stuck there trying to escape. It's going to use a lot of energy by Jay, all these big bridges.
He tries to punch from the bottom there.
This frustrates me when these inexperienced fighters punch from the bottom. Your whole job here is to escape. Don't try and punch someone from the bottom. You can't get your hips behind it. You can't get any weight behind it.
Oh, looking to rain hammer fists is Jack Whitehall. He's got that forearm across the neck of Jay. Oh, yes. And a lovely little reversal there by Jay Smith.
Fantastic work by Jay Smith.
Now Jay's got to work. He's got to make.
Oh, Jack's trying to set up a triangle or a choke, but Jay's recognized it, throwing in his own punches, his own ground and pound.
A bit of right hand. They're calling for him to wall walk from his corner there. Is Jack Whitehall's corner. He's in a good point. He can put his back against the fence. Oh, Jay Smith lands a couple right hands that sneak through in the ground and pound.
Excellent work by Jay. He's trying to. Oh, but it gets reversed. Wonderful work by Jack. Jay sneaks it back to half guard. This is going to keep him a little bit safer from those strikes from the top. But when your head is pressed against the cage, just like it is now. There's a very uncomfortable position. You can't move your hips, you can't move your body the way you normally would, as if you had space.
The calmness in Jay Smith's eyes right now is very telling. He's obviously been here in training before. He's been pushed in sparring. But
Jay Smith is the 17-year-old stoic.
he's definitely keeping his emotions at bay. Not reading any. I'm not able to read any right now. I'd be looking for him to get an underhook on that right side, that left side of his.
It's your new fight name, Jay. Jay the Stoic Smith. Because of your calm face. He's trying from rubber guard. It's going to be really difficult from this half guard position. We've got 10 seconds. He just needs to control the posture, wait for the end of the round.
This is quite a fight so far.
This is another close round because, I mean, Jay was on top, but Jack finished on top. Very, very close round. Who's got the fresher legs in the last round? That's what I love about these lightweight fighters. They can keep going.
The leg kicks that Jack Whitehall landed in the first and second round, that's what's going to come into play, as well as those knees from the first round. We've got those body shots that were really making some wincing reactions from the RP MMA corner.
And neither of these fighters are like slowing down at all. They're both putting everything into this fight. And like you say, the leg kicks can mess with your footwork. They can mess with your own kicks coming back. Even sometimes you throw the kick, you hurt your leg. You throw a kick and you hit someone's knee. Oh, horrible sensation.
Yeah, as we were saying, neither fighter were checking any kicks. They've just kind of been eating them the whole time. And this is when they're going to come back to haunt you. As Jack Whitehall looks to get off the stool and stand up, what is he going to be feeling in those legs? Is he going to be able to feel blood, or is he feeling bruising? Both men have murder on their minds. Let's see who's going to get there fastest with the mostest.
It could be a round apiece. I think I have Jack just a little bit ahead maybe, but it's very, very close.
Jay has to come out like a man possessed right now. See if he can make this dirty, because standing on the ends of it, trying to make this crisp and clean is not working for Jay Smith. He needs to get in there and make this a good old-fashioned dogfight. There you go. He comes up with the left hand. That's it. Goes to the body. Looks like he's slipping well. This is what we saw at the end of the first round from Jay Smith.
Jack is possibly looking the more tired of the two fighters. Big red mark from that leg kick on his leg.
He's backing up. Oh, good left hand. Jay Smith.
Oh. I think Jay Smith seems to have a little bit more cardio coming to this last round. Jack looks a little bit more tired.
Jay Smith is really keeping himself. Good right hand. He comes with the bob and the weave there. Good punching. Got him against the fence. He's got him running now. Good. Coming up to the body. I'm liking seeing this move from a 17-year-old boy. He's showing good, clean thinking here as he's got Jack Whitehall under pressure. A little bit of blood from the mouth, and he's going to the body.
This is a boy that's been, or a man that has been training 1 year, and he has this head movement.
Big right hand there.
Mixing up levels. Now he's tired. He's so much more technical.
I'd like to see.
Whereas Jack Tired is just winging out there, really struggling. Heavy breathing. Getting really worked up now.
Big breath, big breath. Little slip there.
Problem is, Jack might have won the first 2 rounds, so Jay has got to try and look to put him away. The referee's looking at him very closely. Excellent lands punch. Again, lands again.
I'm glad he's come with those uppercuts, because that's where he's going to sneak these through. Oh, he's got him running away. Alan Jackson is really watching Jack Whitehall right now. He's got to mount a defense if he wants to stay in this fight. Good whip there.
Jack's just trying to tie him up to survive. We need Jay to break this clinch and throw more shots. Oh, Jay trying to look for a trip.
Jay has both Kelsey brothers.
Come on, Jay, you got to try and
to set his head
separate.
Position. Needs to get that head under the chin if he can. Jay work any sweeps? Can he get back to where he was winning, which was on the feet? He didn't need to do that.
Does he have a guillotine? Is he under the chin? No, his hand isn't under the chin. It's an awkward position here for Jay.
Can he get a butterfly hook? He does. He's got a butterfly hook.
Ooh, a little bit of elevation.
This is exciting here.
If Jay can't... Oh, does he have the armbar?
Armbar.
10 seconds. Oh, it's gonna... Oh, looking horrifying. Jack is screaming. pulling a very pained expression.
It was a painful face.
Oh, end of the round.
What an excellent, excellent finish to a really contested fight there. Jack Whitehall had to feel like he was going in.
Is that two
great.
rounds to
That
one?
was
Who won that fight?
That was excellent. That should.
What a
If we were going to call a 10-8 round, it had to be.
That looked like a
Jay
10-8
Smith.
round to me.
Jack Whitehouse was really. Jack Whitehouse was turning the whole time. He was almost running away at times in that third and final round.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it was a tactic by his corner, unfortunately, Jack Whitehouse, that let you down there. Sitting on the stool in between rounds and having your legs massaged must have made them feel that much heavier when you came out into the third round. A great performance. RPMA are very, very pleased with that themselves. Guys,
I think Jack needs a month to recover.
I'm sure both men will go back to the drawing boards and look at their mistakes. One tip for you guys, in the clinch against the cage, get your forehead under the chin of your opponent. That's going to help you dominate the position. And we've got more Russell Perks fighters coming on later on this evening. I'm amped, Chris. I'm absolutely pumped. Let's see what the decision is.
This is going to be hard though. Whoever won this is going to be a controversial decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for the great contest at heart. So after 3 short rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard.